Hey, it's Dan Larsson. Westpers and Warp Academy have asked me again to build another full project file for you in Ableton Live, because, as you know, by looking inside an actual project, you can see tons of great techniques there. And you can use any of these sounds royalty-free on your music, just like before. And in this video, I'm going to show you everything that's included. So let's get started, and let's listen to this little hybrid trap or hybrid trap. Okay, so this was the little trappy track, and just like before, this video is not a full tutorial. I'm just touching on each of the parts so you can hear them on their own. So let's start with the first one, with the sub, because it contains two layers, and let me just explain you why is that. Sorry. So the first one is an operator preset, because the sub itself comes from operator. So as you can see, I grouped everything into racks, so it will be a lot easier for you to save them into your own library. But so the sub itself comes from operator, but I like to resample these subs or these bass sounds, especially when we're talking about trap, kind of, you know, distorted, compressed and filtered subs, because it behaves a lot better in sample format, in resampled format. So this is why I provide you the synthesizer preset itself, or, well, the rack itself, but I used the sample version of it. So you can find the real one here, what I use in the track. And as you can see, it comes from sampler, Ableton sampler. Okay, so the drums. And again, I like to separate the main drums from the percussion, just like in the Future Bass project. Beautiful feel. So everything comes from one-shot samples. I mean, the whole drum groove is built up using one-shot samples. It's pretty cool. Let's see the basses. We have a bunch of them. So let's see the first, which is called Weirdo Synth, which is a Serum preset. Pretty nice. We have the lead, that bum 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 bum, again from Serum. And we have a beautiful growl. Oh man, I so love this growl. It comes from Serum. Okay, we have a weird bass one. It's not really a bass, but the note it plays is around, I don't know, let's see, G0, yes. So it is a bass note, but it doesn't have any bass frequency, because we use a different channel, a different instrument for the sub. But anyway, so it's a bass sound, and we have another instance of it, just slightly changed and tweaked. But basically, these are the same sounds. And the main laser, which is pretty cool again. Okay, so let's see the synths, the intro synths. We have a stab and a step bass, which are routed into a step sub channel, and they are pretty heavily reverbed. So this is what you hear. Let me just solo it. So I group processed the steps and the step bass to make it, push it into the background, because I liked the sound not coming too much forward. But without them, without the process, they sound like this. So in the mix, I prefer this background sound to them rather than this. So we have the steps here, the bass step, which comes from Serum, but as you can see, the steps itself are in sample format. So let me show you that the making and the creating process of it can be found here in the layering step group. Okay, here are the tracks for it. So the first one was a steps synth, and it comes from, let me find it. So much groups here, but it's fine. Everything can be used very easily. So it comes from operator, and it sounds like this. Oops. So it's a pretty nice little synth. But I preferred it by resampled and transposed up an octave. This is how it sounds. I added some EQ and a dimension expander rack, which I built, and you can find the link to it if you're curious about the tutorial and what it does in the descriptions. And I resampled them all together again. Oh, no, sorry. First, I added back the original untransposed version to, add the top end of, not the top end, sorry, the low end of it, because I really missed that when I transposed the sound up. Okay, I added a bass layer, and I buzzed everything together and added some processing to it. Some compression, EQ, and a saturator, and all together they sound this. And basically this is what you hear in the intro section in sample format, okay? I added the bass steps and buzzed together everything. Okay, so these are the steps. Let's go further. Let's check the plugs. Very simple Serum plugs. And we have these beautiful trap horns. So this is in Ableton sampler format, but before you ask me, these are from an Ableton pack, which comes for free if you purchased Ableton Live Suite 9, I believe. Yes, Ableton Live Suite 9. So you get the orchestra brace library here. It's an Ableton pack basically. So if you don't have it, just go to your Ableton account and download it for free. It's completely free. You can use that. So if you don't have it, just let me encourage you to go and download it. It's really great. It's a really great library. So this is what I used here. But I'm going to freeze it for you if you don't want to download it yet. We have the chords, which are basically simple progressive housey chord steps. Kind of simple sounds. And two FX layers. One is a regular noise sweep. Sorry, this is the noise sweep. Added macro knob folder cutoff. And kind of sawy kind of riser FX riser. So this was the track, the trappy track, what you can go to Warp Academy and download. So I hope you enjoyed this little walkthrough. Come back to Warp Academy and download the full project file. Also, if there are any specific genres or styles you would like to see us build projects for in the future, please reply in the comments. Thank you for watching this little overview video, guys, and see you next time. Bye bye.